Hey, what's up everybody? Goats here. I got some new projects in the pipeline that I wanted to talk about today. Tell you all what I'm going to be working on. As you know, the 4Runner behind me, I've been doing a lot of modifications to it, getting it how I want it, getting it tuned up, cleaning the interior, adding wheels and tires. I've got a bunch of video backlog that I need to edit of all that content. Have yet to do it, but that is in the pipeline. So I've got all that going, and the other reason that I wanted to film this video today is because I bought a non-running third generation 4Runner from the auto auction here in Atlanta. And I say non-running because when I went to the auction to check it out, I'll show you what it says on the window. So I have no key for this 4Runner. I've not been able to crank it. The auction still has not delivered the key, so I've got to get that sometime this week. But I want to show you right here. Do not start. Gas leak. This is what I walked up to at the auction. So that was not announced. I didn't know that it had a gas leak. I thought it was a running 4Runner. This is a two-wheel drive third gen 4Runner. It does have a lift kit on it. It's got mud terrain tires on it. And other than the pollen and some scuffs, a few scratches, it's actually a good looking unit. Like, I can see how good it's gonna look once it gets cleaned up and polished. But it's gonna need some work. The bull bar here, a bully bar, I don't know what you call that, brush guard, got a massive dent in it. That's not really, I'm not worried about that. It's whatever. I'm actually happy that it was there, so the front end didn't get smashed up. Who knows how that happened. What I'm going to be doing is reconditioning this 4Runner, and also going to be harvesting some parts off of it for my 4Runner. So I'm gonna turn this 4Runner back stock. I've already taken the step bars or Nerf bars that were on this auction 4Runner. Take you over here and show you, and transferred them over to my 4Runner. So I just put the step bars on last night. I'm not sure if I like the look or not, but I do like the utility that the step bar provides. This 4Runner has 3 inches of lift, and it doesn't bother me getting into it, but I had to pick up my grand to go play golf last week, and she couldn't really get in the vehicle. She's 77 years old, so I'm gonna sacrifice some style for a little bit of utility or substance. Y'all need to sacrifice your curb appeal for your grandmother, all right? She's 77 years old, and she still whips my ass in golf. So I've harvested those, and the other thing that I'm really excited about that I'm going to harvest from this 4Runner. Let's see if I can get this hood open. This 4Runner has a supercharger and an air raid intake and upgraded fuel injectors. Those are 310cc fuel injectors. So this has the whole Underdog Racing Magnuson supercharger kit with the upgraded fuel pump, fuel injectors. It has the ECU remapping. I think you call it the ECU remapping. It remaps the timing and the fuel to adjust for the supercharger. So that is why I bought this non-running 4Runner. It also has some type of oil leak under here, which I'm actually not worried about. You can see how wet it is under there. I hope you can anyways. I hope the camera is getting that. I slid up under the vehicle yesterday, and it looks like oil is coming from up high, and I know that these 3.4 liters, the valve cover gaskets leak. So I'll be doing that once I take the supercharger off. That'll provide access to the valve covers, and I'm going to replace those gaskets, retorque those bolts, and I think that's going to solve the oil problem, because the wetness starts way high on the engine and then is coming down and then running back when the vehicle is in motion. I don't know when the last time it's been in motion. I imagine the auction was able to crank it up and move it around their lot, but I had to get a wrecker tow truck to deliver this to my house because the auction would not allow me to crank it. Interior is pretty busted. Well, this passenger seat's not that bad. This actually looks good to me for a 99. I believe this is a 99. That seat is wrecked though. So I've ordered some covers. I'm going to recover these and make them look nice. I'm also going to be swapping the carpet in this. This side looks pretty good. The driver's side is pretty busted. It's got this melted wire on it. It looks like, I don't know what that's from. Something is melted. The back carpet, kind of same thing. These seats look pretty good, but you have this melted wire. So the carpet just got crusty. Missing my bottle jack. Otherwise, the vehicle's in pretty good shape. It also has a Borla exhaust on it from the cat back. I have no idea what it sounds like, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna take that or not either. I don't know if I'm gonna like the sound of the Borla exhaust. If anybody has any opinion on it or has messed with it, let me know. The Borla also comes out the rear. I like my pipe coming out the side behind the rear passenger tire instead of straight back. The Borla comes straight back. But that's an update on what I'm going to be working on over the next couple of weeks. I think what I'm going to do is start with cosmetic stuff first. I'd like to make a video of the interior removal. I made one for my 4Runner, but I didn't really talk about where the bolts are, what to look for that good. So I'm going to redo that, because I'm going to be gutting the full interior of this green 4Runner behind me, and also the interior in my 4Runner. So I'm going to cut together a video of what that process looks like, removing the seats, where the electrical clips are, and what to look out for when you're removing the carpet. Because I ordered brand new carpet from, I can't remember the name. I'll talk about it when I do the carpet video. But I ordered brand new carpet that I'm going to put in my 4Runner, and then the carpet in my 4Runner is going to go in this green one, because my carpet is actually in great condition, aside from there's like maybe 2 spots that have permanent stains that are really small. So I have a nicer plush carpet that I'm going to put in mine. I'll swap out my carpet, put it over here in the green one, make this nice, put the seat covers on. I'm going to be swapping the supercharger out, swapping the fuel injectors out. I'm going to be doing valve cover gaskets, putting new spark plugs in this guy. I'll be running colder plugs in my 4Runner to accommodate the supercharger, and hopefully get both of these things up and running. My goal with this green 4Runner is to return it to stock. It's a 2-wheel drive 4Runner. I'm going to leave the lift on it. I'll leave the wheels and tires on it, and then I would like to sell it after I get it running, get it feeling good. I'm going to drive it a little bit and make sure that everything feels good, and sell it and see if I can make any money. So I paid $4,400 for this, all in. That's with auction fees, shipping, everything. So I'm in at $4,400. I have spent some money. I've ordered some parts like gaskets and things. So far I haven't spent that much money on it. I can figure out a total and see how much I have invested on it. But so far it's about $4,400, and I'm gonna see if I can turn a profit on that and swipe the supercharger and put it on my 4Runner for some extra power. That's an update of where we're at and where we're going. and I hope to see you guys on the next videos where I do the interior, the supercharger, valve cover gaskets, and spark plugs. Catch y'all on the next one. Hope everybody's doing well out there. See ya. And one more thing, if you made it this far in the video, I talked about the step bars on this 4Runner here. I wanted to show you all. This is very simple. I didn't want to talk about it too much. It's just two 19mm bolts. There's one right there, and there's one up by this other front bracket. But what happened to me yesterday when I was doing this transfer, I took the nut off, and it has a lock washer and a washer on it, pulled those off, pulled the step bar down, and then there is a square piece of thick plastic that's on the bolt that's going through the frame. I removed that square piece of plastic because I had to remove it to get the bolt out, but what I didn't realize is that the bolt does not come out the other side of the frame. So when I removed that plastic, the bolt fell inside of the frame tubing, and it's just a tiny rectangular hole that I spent the next 15 minutes trying to finagle that bolt out of the frame. So I had these like sausage links right here trying to get that bolt out, and it was not fun. So if you're putting frame sliders or step bars, Nerf bars, whatever you want to call them, just make sure that you don't lose your bolts inside your frame. Make it easier on yourself. Don't be like me. All right, that's it, everybody. See ya.